Hello again, great friends. How are you guys doing today? Johnny, how are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah, another beautiful day in paradise. What can we say? Friends, we are glad to be with you once again this week. It's glad to see so many of you on the screen. Look at Kalichi. Kalichi! Wait, I think it's too early for the kiss. It's that good night, right? No, we're glad to see you all here today. We very, very excited to be with you. A few things to let you know. Next week, Johnny will be here alone. Well, actually, he won't be alone. Chris is going to be joining him. I will be out of town for work, so Johnny will be here to take good care of you. And also, we have a great Congress coming up, which we'll speak a little bit more about later. But for right now, Johnny's going to give us a wonderful opening intention, so I'll be quiet and let him continue.
Okay. Hi,
Johnny.
everybody. I'll just grab this here.
Make sure you're up.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So there's opening attention from Rabash.
Microphone is off.
Okay. It's here.
Okay, it works now? You can all hear me? Yeah, okay. All right, so there's opening intention here from Rabash concerning the importance of friends. It follows that in the matter of love of friends, they help each other, meaning it is enough for everyone to regard his friend as being of the same degree as his own. But because everyone should learn from his friends, there's the issue of Rav and disciple. For this reason, he should consider the friend as greater than himself. L'chaim.
Hi, Johnny. That was wonderful. Friends, as we discussed last week, there was a few topics that Mutlu and the rest of the coordinators and Shimon wanted us to discuss. And so the topics this week are the foundation. One of my favorites, the foundation is the Rav, the group, and the book. So those are very, very important in our work. The next one is also the connection between us, which we talked a little bit about this previous weekend on Sunday during our meeting. But we want to kind of elaborate and expand on that today. So before I speak anymore, we're going to go to a clip from Rav, and he's going to talk a little bit about being a spiritual teacher, a Kabbalistic spiritual teacher. So Shmuel, can you show us the clip?
You told me that you were in an accident, you broke your leg, and you're fine. A man who is in spirituality can still break his leg. Right? And why? This is totally different from what people think. That Kabbalah is some kind of an adventure. It's an adventure, that's true, which is spiritual, beautiful, and attractive, and you're full of awe all the time. But along with this, you feel responsible for the whole of humanity. And it's not that one leaves all the troubles and hardships and that he's not part of the rest. That who cares if all the others suffer? I'm up there in the air. No one treats you as a guru? Me? No, on the contrary. A Kabbalist must seem even more simple and weaker than everyone else. It's so that they wouldn't make of him anything more than a guide. This is because his role is to direct each one to the Creator and not to himself. This is in fact the opposite of what the religious people's spiritual leader does. It's different there. He has to draw everyone's attention by being great, special, and powerful. Why? Because that's how he leads the masses. The masses can't understand otherwise. But a Kabbalist, on the other hand, must stand aside and guide everyone in the direction of the Creator. And when you attain the Creator, is it also at the level of sound? Do you also hear Him? At the end, do you hear? Is there some open conversation? What do you mean by hearing? To hear the Creator speak to you. Now, not in the corporeal ears, but do you hear some guidance? Is there any guidance? That, knowledge, is revealed in the same vessel as the light of Chokhmah, just in the light of Chasadim. All attributes and laws are revealed there because the vessel itself is built according to the light that fills, improves, and develops it. This is why the vessel is built with the 5 senses, according to our 5 senses, but which are called Sfirot. And what you feel is then both in the created being and the Creator, which are connected in adhesion. Here it already begins to be too much. Everyone will have to reach this. And Kabbalists say that we are at a state in our times where we need to do so.
Friends, pardon the fuzziness, but I think you got Rob's message pretty well. It was an old clip, but we felt that it was very, very special to help explain the topics that we had here today in regards to the Rob and the books and the great friends that we have in our groups. I'll let Johnny talk a little bit about the importance of the books because he's well scholared.
Yeah, these 3 ingredients, if I can put them together, the Rav, the group, and the books. When I first started studying the wisdom of Kabbalah, I didn't really understand or really comprehend sort of the importance of these 3 key factors in our development, in the spiritual growth. And each one of them has definitely a very, very important part to play. As you see, the Rav, is a force, is a guide that directs us to give us an indication on how to interpret all these great books that we're learning from, because we believe it's a soul that's been through all these stages of development and has the ability to communicate and bring this information to us so that we can comprehend these texts. So you need someone of a higher degree, higher spiritual degree, in order to guide us and give us the right interpretations. Of course, the group is the other souls. As you know, there's no I in spirituality. There's no the ego. So let me rephrase it. There's no the individual. That's a better word. Yeah. There's just the we. It's just a collective force of points in the heart that work together in order to reveal the connection of the upper force between us. So you need a group. Even Kabbalists, Anthony used to. Who studied together thousands of years ago in ancient Israel or anywhere other places around the world. They always had a group of people to work with because through your connection with other souls, you correct your own soul. So it's critical to be in a group. And you've got some of the greatest Kabbalists, for example, that they came to some groups and the obviously the other members were at a lower degree than them, but that didn't matter to them because the reduction, the person reducing themselves to all the others around them means that you can receive from the hidden force that we call the Creator, because everyone within us has that force. So a group is critical in our development. We cannot develop effectively in this path alone. And of course, the books. The books have tremendous amount of spiritual power in them. The words of the Kabbalists, it's all eternal. It's all written from a higher perception. Person who's attained these higher levels of perceptions of reality of the upper worlds, and they've written this text that has tremendous power in them, such that and allows us to draw this upper force and correct our souls and correct our relationship between us. So they're very key ingredients. Obviously, there's other things in Kabbalah that's important, but in terms of the most important and the most critical, it's the Rav, the group, and the books.
Wonderful. Now,
Sorry, I was
friends.
a bit long there.
No, that was
Long-winded.
that was perfect. That was perfect. It was a great explanation, and I think that since we had such a great explanation, right now would be a good time, a really good time for us to start into a workshop and start scrutinizing this clip that we just watched, and our thoughts are in regards to the books and the friends and the Rav. So, is everybody ready? Yeah. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Hello? Is anybody? All right. Yeah, man, use the quickest one to put your thumb up. So that means today in the workshop, you're going first. All right, sounds great. So, Johnny, would you like to read us a workshop question?
This one here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the workshop question is, okay, how do we use the Rav book and books to build a group and strong environment? Again, how do we use the Rav and books and the group to build a group and strong environment?
Shmuel's putting us into breakout rooms. So when we get there, Yao, you'll be first, okay? All right. Shmuel Makara. אם לא זה הכל בסדר, אנחנו הכל ביחד. טוב?
One minute.
Okay. Great. So Shmuel is setting up everything in there. And while he's doing that...
What's
Good.
for you important,
Well, for me, the whole combination of the three. I guess I'm going to start the workshop for everybody. So for me, it's it takes all three. There's wisdom in the books, but the books, without the Rav to guide us and instruct us, and without a group to actually practice and do the work with, then we don't have anything. It takes all three for me to make sure that, like Rav said in the video, he's guiding us. He's like an usher. He's, and that's very, very important to have someone who's in a higher level of attainment. Tov. So I think that that's a very important thing for me, is that we have our Rav, we have our great friends, and we have these books. It's like a perfect combination. It's I don't know. It's kind of like if you don't have one, it's like a hamburger with no cheese on it, or chicken with no chutney. It doesn't work. You have to have everything together to make sure that it's the perfect combination to breed the right environment, the right attainment, the right. I really don't know how to describe it, but everything is right when you have these three together. Without them, something's missing. It's maybe the spark plug's not in the motor, and so the car's not running right, But when you have everything together, you have a perfect component that makes everything go together. So I'm thankful that we are all blessed enough to have all three. We've got our friends, we've got our Rav, and we've got these books that were written by Kabbalists in high attainment, and they've passed them down to us. It's always good to have someone looking out for you. So I feel like those Kabbalists before were looking out for us. Johnny, go ahead.
L'chaim.
Hi.
Okay, so who would like to start?
Well, I mean, you nominated me, so now I nominated you.
No, I've
So,
already spoken. I've said enough.
Yeah, please.
Yo, please take us away, buddy.
Yeah, you're still on mute.
Don't hear him.
Shmurley, lo shamat. No.
Oh.
Y'all's fine. It's something that he did.
It's not my problem. It's ML unmute.
Is he on mute?
No.
Lolo, Shmuel. Shmuel. He's in the women's group. You put him in the women's group. Kalichi, take us home, baby. We accidentally put Yao in the women's group, so he's doing a workshop with the women right now.
I wish I was there with him.
What's wrong? I'm not pretty enough for you? Come on, man.
Yes.
Open your heart to us, brother. Give us your heart.
Yes. I hope you can hear me. When like Jono said, when we start this part, we come up with the idea of knowledge alone. And in the process, we get completely confused because we cannot understand the whole without practice. So the book can give us a guide, and then the group is where we do the practical work of learning how to become Kabbalist. And we have a rough, like also most of us know, rough is not human being. The spiritual forces and upper force that will guide us. So with these three combinations, we are ready to go. And it's a work in progress. And as we continue reading the books, associating with the friends, listening to the rap, we grow spiritually. Lehaim.
Hi.
Hi.
Should I nominate someone? All right. My lovely Johnny. Can I hear your voice?
Well, usually we go through a process of seeking, and we usually start in our environment in modern age, what we call this modern age in this generation. We seek books and material that resonate at some level in the depth of our understanding, our reasons, how we want to establish some form of connection that goes beyond just ourselves. This is how we seek books, how we seek teachers. There's quite a strong Kabbalist saying that your soul will guide you, your heart will guide you. And with these understandings, these books in the rad, that one needs to assist in making discernments and distinctions and scrutiny within the entire environment that one finds oneself. So these are things that's quite important to constantly do, no matter where you are. For example, what is a friend? What is a 10? What is a good environment? And what is a challenging environment? Constant scrutiny. And the random books, mostly your think materials and individuals are the ones that must be guided because we resonate with them. Richard?
Yeah, it's basically You try and go throughout life, walk realities, and try and figure it out. None of us really have a clue what we do. But we've been given the good place, given us books on the road as a manual how to reconstruct the soul, to gather the soul, one shatter into so many. So it's a manual. Once you have this manual, you follow as much as possible. Obviously, there will be big resistance stuff with ego. Need to be there, otherwise there wouldn't be any. So the manual just why we've got the friends to help us turn the page from one to the other. We rise degrees. So the manual.
Just before Emmanuel start, Jonathan, can you maybe mute? There's a very bad echo. We cannot hear what the students is saying. I'm afraid.
Me?
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, you.
Can you hear
There's
me?
an echo from the studio.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Emmanuel.
Yeah. How are you? Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you, great friend. For me, the Rav, the book, the group is a perfect combination. It's a perfect combination in the sense that one is as important as the other. And if you look at it very well, there are so many groups outside there that are not spiritual groups, which means you can easily find a group. But what makes a group different is the teacher being the Rav and the source being the book. So the reason why our group is a different one is because we have a guide who is the Rav. And then we also have the book. And if you look at the Rav and the book, you cannot always stay with the Rav. But the book itself is always with you. At any point in time that you have the opportunity to be with the Rav, you gather the little knowledge you can gather from him. When you go at your own convenient time, the books become a support to what the Rav has passed into you. So both of them are very, very important. But before a group can become a unique one, the guide, the Rav, has to be of higher level. And when you get home or at your own convenient time, then the book itself become a support to what you have garnered from the Rav. That is, when you put three of them together, you have a perfect group. Thank you, everyone.
Now, Emmanuel, you choose someone.
I've not heard from Kenechi, my brother.
Emmanuel, you came late. I spoke first.
Okay.
But I can take the mantle and choose my father, Yao.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Yao, unmute your microphone. You're the one. Behind.
Oh, I was the first to speak.
You did? But you spoke with the women. You didn't speak with us. Okay. I choose another one. You spoke with the women. We didn't hear you. Sorry. One more time, sir.
I spoke and passed the baton to you.
Okay. Okay. Let me find somebody else. Tuso, where are you? Can you talk, please?
Hi. Yeah, first of all, I will try what Anthony said. I will try the chicken with chutney and see how it tastes like. And yeah, the group, the books, and the rough. That's it. We just have to blindly follow what the Kabbalists are saying, since, well, they are speaking from the attainment level. So we just dive in the books. We only have one goal, that we want to see the Creator being revealed between the friends, and we constantly just pray for the friends, no matter what. We just keep on. I think we all finished. Who's left? Oh, Gert, yeah.
So you could have skipped me. Yes, everything your friends already said, and if we look at the clip, the beautiful way Ralph explained to us to nullify ourselves before the friends, and how to use that tool to uplift the friends. I think, as the guys have said, it's a special clip. Doesn't matter about the quality. It's the message. It's the same for the books. It's a message in the book that we want to connect to through our Rav and make it part of our 10, so that we can find joy in seeing how quickly our friends advance and how they come to our root and nullify themselves. I think that is the place where we can do the most work. Thank you, guys.
L'chaim, friends. That was wonderful. Shmuel, will you go ahead and put us all back together? Okay. Tada. So Shmuel's going to bring us all back together. Let's see here. All right. Click it down. Yep, perfect. All right, is everybody back? Great, great. So, ladies, how was your workshop? Did everybody have a chance to speak? No? Shmuel? All right, I'm on mute. It's not letting me speak.
You're muted.
Shmuel, can you unmute me? I'm on mute for some reason. No, I mean me though. Hello? Perfect. Can you hear me now? All righty. So, how'd the workshop go? Dillies, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Terrible.
Terrible? Oh, see, now Mutlu's going to fire me. You see? Great, great. I'm glad to hear it went terrible. And that too is from the creator, so that's good. We wanted to say something, just take a brief intermission for one thing. Johnny has something that he wants to wish.
Me? Okay, all of us. Both of us. And all of us together, I'm sure.
Our friend Thuso's birthday is today. So Thuso, happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday, Thuso.
We're glad to have you here celebrating your birthday with the friends. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us, and that really means a lot. So we're happy to have you here with us. Big Lahaim, bro.
Hi, friend.
Hi, buddy.
Thank you, my friend. So,
Hi.
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 So, we got one.
Hi.
Oh, we got a million Laheims. Keep going. Let it keep going. Keep going. Very happy for you, though. We have one more workshop question. It's something that we touched on this past weekend, but I think it's really, really important that that we really scrutinize it, because it's really important for this group. I was really specifically, and I said this and I'll say it again, I was really happy to see we had 2 women and 11 men from Africa in the meeting on Sunday. And that was really amazing, because I really felt the effort that everybody put in, and so did Shimon, and so did Johnny, so did Ian, so did Mutlu. A big effort that everyone was putting forth, and to see you all together is truly amazing. We can feel the strength and the power from each one of you. You all mean so much to us, and so we just wanted to let you all know that. So, Thuso, you're going to have to share your birthday, and we're going to all share this birthday with you today. Now, the question that we were discussing, the question is, how can each one help his friend? As we're thinking about the clip that we saw from the Rav, and it's more of really, how can each one help the world? I mean, because we have an option, not an option, an opportunity to really do some good to the world. Not going and being Mother Teresa's and opening up convents and things of that nature, but really bringing the next generation to the wisdom of Kabbalah. So how can we do that? This time, Shmuel, we're not going to do the breakout rooms because we only have a little bit of the time left, and we're going to talk about a few other updates that we want to give you all. So we're just going to start like we did before. Yao, please. And then from there, we will continue. Kobe says it. Shmuel is already setting us into the breakout rooms, but does everybody have the question, or should I repeat it? Is everybody good with the question? Toph. Oh, thank you. Good. All right. Shmuel? Okay, Yao, please start. You first.
With the others.
Yeah. How do we help the friends? Since our group is basically composed of the 10 as the bedrock of our teachings, it is for us to always connect with the friends, seeing the merits of the friends, trying to encourage and carry the friends along, because we cannot do it as individuals. We will have to do it as a group. Next, Kalechi.
I saw Godfrey in the other room. Okay, we will do this here. for us to be able to make an impact on a spiritual level that can impact the physical world, we have to have a group. We have to start that impact within our group. And if we cannot have a united group in a small drop of water that the Creator has given us, which is our 10, there's nothing we can do to influence the other part of the world. Everything we'll do will be wasted. So the work begins at home, which is what can I do to make sure that the group has a functional capacity. It means I have to show up during all the meetings if I can. I have to intermingle with the friends, know their deficiencies, try to make also an environment that will be conducive for the work to continue, which is the worst thing I can do is to be in a group and be silent. It's a part of indifference. If you're in a group, you have ideas, you bring it on the table, you have some things, you put it there, and it's scrutinized as a group. And we have the books and the RAF to guide us if we are making mistakes. And when we grind these connections together, we will be able to make tremendous impact in Africa. Even somehow, we don't even need to talk too much. It will happen in reality in Africa. Lehan. The next person again, I'm going to choose Get. Get, please.
Let's see. Yes, I think we can start always with the basics by just uplifting the friends, giving them the confidence in our RAF, in our study, in the system, as Kelechi just mentioned. Be part of the group. Just don't sit back and be a passenger. Be active. Do whatever you can to help the friends accomplish what they set out to do. And be friendly. Be happy. Thank you, guys.
Now you choose. Who do you want to go next?
Yeah, I keep on forgetting that. They're so used to the workshop order. Godfrey.
Yes, to support the group with all my friends. I mean, by listening, remember that Rabash rule is just for us to support, integrate, and support one another. That's the basic rule. So at all times, in all situations, our aim, support the friends, carry them on our back, participate, and build up a very wonderful environment where the Creator will be revealed. Next, Richard or Johnny, any of them, go. Richard or Johnny.
Thanks, Godfrey. Yeah, it's also remembering that this environment is sacred and that we're coming here to do special work, work for the Creator, and that we carry each other's souls in the palm of our hands. So let's respect that and respect the environment and have gratitude for and show gratitude for being able to have a lifetime where we've come across this. So yeah, so let's respect the environment and keep it clean. So yeah, the phone. It's you. I'm calling you.
I'm always reminded when one enters this environment that to help a friend, one must first be able to have had agreement from the friend that he wants help. Because in spirituality, there's no coercion. And it's such a critical ingredient for nullification that the friend asks to be helped as a egoistic activator. But then, after having said that, it's also important that the friend allows that help when it arrives. And especially at that moment when it's possibly at such a heightened ego that the ego is not prepared to listen to the help that was requested initially, for example, at the covenant, when the situation arises. So, from the general, bring in a good mood, bring in a good attitude, bring in seriousness, bring in joy, be focused, be participative, show up. These are the things that this environment offers. But one needs to also be extremely cautious that one doesn't damage a friend. And it's these discernments and these practices and examples that one is here to do. Chaim. Emmanuel?
Hello, thank you once again. I hope you can hear me clearly. The question is, how can we help our friends? I believe before you know how to help your friend or friends, the essence, the purpose by which the group is being formed should be first of all defined. Just like in our own group, it is for spiritual growth. Once it is statically defined, you can say, this is the direction I want to help a friend. Because there are so many help outside there. There are material helps, but in our own group, this is spiritual growth. So once it is defined and you find a friend, both of you are working together to grow spiritually, and you find one way or the other that a friend is lagging, you can't just leave him by the side and say, maybe he's no longer interested. No. If it is on phone call, it is on chat, whichever means you can reach the person. I've not been seeing you, you've not been participating. What is the problem? This is a pursuit that needs determination. Put your effort together. Let us move on. So I believe the area and the direction to help a friend depends on the purpose by which the group is formed. And in our own case, it is spiritual growth. So, and most of us, we are tired of life. We are asking for meaning of life before we came across Kabbalah. So as a result of that, the direction you're supposed to help a friend is a direction that will assist him to unveil and review the Creator. By so doing, he will be happy in his life. That is my take. Thank you. You can help me choose. I can't see everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So the lesson on Saturday, Rav was saying the friends are just the puppets activated by the Creator. So on one hand, I see the friends as the Creator being the one activating them, and on one hand, I still see them as people that the faces that I know, people that I've met. So that to help not only the group, the friends, but the entire world, I need to bit by bit, more and more every day, see the friends as the Creator. See that the Creator is speaking behind the friends through their actions, through what they are saying, through everything. I need to see bit by bit that I am speaking with Him 24/7. Every time I think about the friends, I'm actually thinking about Him. Richard, did you speak? I mean, Johnny, did you speak?
Yes, thank you too, sir. We've all spoken. Except the moderators.
Oh, wait. I'll speak with everybody. Okay, can you hear me? Hello, everyone. So again, ladies, how was your workshop? Dillies, you have the same reply?
Wonderful.
All right. I will say the men's workshop was wonderful. I didn't speak, but right before we went out, Johnny called me out. So I will say this. Something that Emmanuel said and also something that Johnny said really touched me in regards to how we can help a friend and how we can help build these groups. I can tell you that I can't speak on what I've done for a friend, but I will speak on what a friend has done for me. And it actually happened to me today. So as Mutlu was told you all before, it's very important to have a framework, whether it's one day a week, 2 days a week, 3, whatever. It's important to have a framework and it's important to stick to it. So this morning, I had the hardest time waking up. You could not believe how I had no sleep, for one. I went to bed like around 12 o'clock. My son has been sick and he's got some blood pressure issues, so it's sometimes hard to calm him down a little bit. And so I was up with him last night. But my friends know my schedule. My friends in my group, I'm in group 21 and I love my group so much. They know my schedule. They know when I'm supposed to be here. They know when I'm not supposed to be here. And this morning I was supposed to be here. And so I was sleeping so good. But I knew I needed to be here. And my wife always tells me, just go there and sleep in the chair. I mean, at least you're there. And she's right. But I couldn't get up this morning. But all of a sudden, I have the most annoying ringtone on my phone specifically for that. And my friends were calling to check on me. And at 2:45, they hadn't heard from me. So then they called back they hadn't heard from me at 2:45. And so then again at 3:30, the lesson started at 3, I was wiped out. So about 3:45, I hadn't got here. One of the friends came out and called me. My phone rang, that annoying ringtone came in. And he said, "Good morning, brother." That's all he said. And I said, "Hey, man, I'm on my way right now." I haven't ever gotten dressed so fast in my life. Matter of fact, I didn't even grab shoes. I grabbed some flip-flops, my tennis shoes in my hand, and I put my socks in my pocket. And I came straight here. And it was through the love and the concern of the friends, and also me feeling that these are my friends. I have an obligation to them. Sometimes we don't always come to the lesson for ourselves, believe it or not. Well, we come for the group. And I'm so happy that they called me and woke me up. I'm so happy that they were concerned about me. And I think that that's the most that we can do for a friend is have a concern. It says that when there's a concern in one heart, let him speak. And the friends were concerned, and they were making sure that I was okay. And I got to I got here like around, I don't live far, so I got here like 20 minutes later. So basically, the last 2 hours of the lesson I was here. But I was so glad that the friends were here to make sure and they really showed a concern and a care for me. And I think that I try to do the same as well, but it was really, really special. And then when I heard Emmanuel speaking about checking on the friends, and I heard Johnny, and it really hit me because I went through that same situation just today. And the friends were there for me. So when it comes to what we can do or what we can offer to a friend, just the care and the concern, they're on the same path with us. They walk with us. We're all walking together. It's like the military. They have that rule, no man left behind. So if the friend is weak or if the friend is fallen, then you pick them up. And that's it. That's all I got. So thank you all very much. Johnny?
Okay, I don't know if this is on or not.
Let me help you out here.
Magical button over here. It's a magical button underneath the desk
There
here,
you
friends, that I haven't worked out what it is. But yeah, that's a really special story. And this, you know, this, before I came to Kabbalah, I had a lot of trials and tribulations that I was trying to work out within myself. And I thought that, like a lot of people, that you can work out your own demons and deal with it. But you soon learn from Kabbalah that our root, that we were born, is the desire to receive, is the ego. And what is that by definition? Is me. Only me. I. The ego is the I. And we know that is sort of one of the reasons for depression, one of the reasons for, you know, a person having bad states in life, that they're only thinking about themselves. And that's one of the things that's special about Kabbalah, is that, as Rabash says, a man cannot go out of his own prison or out of his own cage. Only his friend can take him out of that state of the I, of the ego. And when we help each other to not think about our body, not think about our desire to receive, not think about our ego, we give them the feeling that it's also good to think about the friends, to give to the other. Because basically this is a state of aravut where each one is not really concerned with himself, because we're all getting essentially fed. We're all getting fulfilled internally by somebody else. And that's essentially when we get to the state of love of friends. When no one thinks about the I, they're just about the other, because there's no one having a need to concern themselves with the I. So how can we help his friend? Is by helping him not think about himself. You know, thinking about outside the body. Not thinking about his own, because you're fulfilling it all the time. And through love, through giving, through doing, physical actions, internal actions, through thoughts, desires, etc. And that's what's so, for me, it's one of the most special things about this path, is that it's really a special system where Rav once said recently, you know, if you don't have to think about yourself, you don't have any worries in the world. Whatever comes your way, it comes your way, because the only concern that you've got is for your friend. And that's something like people of this world cannot really relate to or really want to deal with or get close to, because it's so out of in another sphere of existence. But for us, in this very special environment, when we're connecting together, you know, to take the other out of themselves, you realize that we're all living just to support each other. And as a result, no one feels that they get isolated or alone or not getting fulfilled. And that's how we can help his friend, by giving him or her that feeling.
All right, friends, look, we've got about 4 minutes left. But before we go, we wanted to remind you all that we have the Italian Congress coming up. It's July 27th, 28th, and 29th. Just wanted to let everybody know ahead of time. When we get some more information detail-wise, we will mention this every week up until the Congress comes, and we'll provide you all the information that we possibly can. Also, I'm sure it'll be on Saviva Tova and all the links. I got a few more people who said they hadn't been added to Saviva Tova, so I'm sending that up to the proper channels. As well as anybody who is having any troubles, please let me know, and we will make sure that we get you taken care of. Other than that, Johnny, you got anything else?
No, just to reiterate what Anthony said, the Congress is really important, friends, that we all participate in the preparation. And Congress is a very good time for us to really go in and do this bonding of really getting close to each other. And by definition, a kenes in Hebrew means a knisah, means an entering into a spiritual space where there's a bonding of the souls. So this is a very, very important time, and the preparation that we all want to aspire for the state is critical now going into the next couple of months. So I urge everyone to participate in the lessons, participate in the meetings, whatever you can on the weekends, do whatever activities you can to help the European friends prepare, and we all will be there together, and it's a very special moment. And Italy's got a lot of heart, the friends in Europe. They're very, very special, so let's strongly support it and do it together.
I heard a rumor that Kalichi is going over there to Italy for the Congress. Is that true? All right, sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. We'll be happy to see you there. And I'm going to try to squeeze something and see if I can make it over there to meet you there as well. So we'll see what we can do.
Maybe there's other people going to the Congress in Italy. Maybe Luisa, I don't know, or Mirjana, excuse my pronunciation. But maybe yes, maybe no. But we'll all be together. It doesn't matter where we are.
Any connection we can get is great, whether it's virtual or whether it's physical. As long as we're together and thinking about the friends, it's all good. Friends, before we go, I'm going to read a little bit from Rabash from the Social Writings. I'm going to make it very short because this is a really, really long article. Actually, this is, I think, one of the longest articles in this book. It's the severity of teaching idol worshippers the Torah. But it's very, very good, good passage. It says, however, one should make great efforts to see the truth because it is impossible to reach the truth unless through the Torah and work. As our sages said, from lo lishma, not for her name, one comes to lishma, for her name. In a state of lo lishma, when a person exerts in Torah and work, it is human nature to look at people. We have a surprise.
A big surprise.
We have a big surprise here. Here, look. He came right at the end just to say goodbye to everybody. All right. Amazing.
Friends, I tonight guarding in the house all night, guarding the building. We have this duty once every 2 months or so with two friends. And I heard some noise. I didn't know where it comes from. I was walking around to see that everything is okay. I heard some suspicious voices, very familiar. So I walked in and I saw this.
Yeah. Wow. What a surprise. What a surprise.
Love you so much.
Love you too. I give you my biggest kiss. I hope to see you in Italy.
Yeah, we
Please
see you.
come. I have a bottle of vodka for you.
That's a good reason to come.
Yeah.
Bye, dear friends.
Bye, great friends. Have a great night. We'll see you on Sunday.